Welcome to Global World Watch. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. On November 10, 2025, the Philippines and the United States launched a new era in their alliance. Manila has formally accepted a comprehensive U.S. defense proposal, marking a pivotal shift in Indo Pacific security. This agreement is more than a military pact. It's a strategic realignment to strengthen the Philippines' defense in a complex geopolitical climate. Months of negotiations were driven by shared concerns over South China Sea security threats. Under President Marcos Jr., the Philippines is modernizing its armed forces to protect its sovereignty. The new pact provides a clear path to achieving credible defense and reaffirms the alliance's role in regional stability. It's a decisive pivot back to traditional allies, especially the U.S., and a commitment to upholding international law, including UNCLOS. The agreement adapts a historic partnership to today's strategic competition, ensuring peace and security for future generations. For the Philippines, it's a pragmatic move to safeguard maritime resources. For the U.S., it reasserts its role as a key Asian security partner. This sets the stage for a deeper, more integrated defense relationship. The consequences will shape the region's balance of power for years to come. The world is watching as the Philippines and the U.S. reinforce their alliance for a new era. This is a turning point for both nations and the Indo Pacific. At the core of the new agreement is a commitment to deeper military cooperation. The pact calls for more frequent, complex joint exercises, covering maritime security, disaster response, and more. The goal: seamless interoperability for rapid crisis response. Joint patrols in the South China Sea will see Philippine and U.S. navies operating together to uphold freedom of navigation. These visible patrols deter aggression and reinforce a rules-based maritime order. A new joint task force will coordinate operations, moving the alliance to day-to-day collaboration. Streamlined communication and quick decision-making are now central to the partnership. The U.S. will share advanced intelligence and surveillance technology, boosting Manila's maritime awareness. This empowers the Philippines to better protect its exclusive economic zone and marine resources. The agreement ensures the Philippines is the primary guardian of its territory, with strong U.S. backing. Together, they're building a more resilient and responsive alliance. The agreement prioritizes upgrading Philippine military infrastructure. The U.S. will invest in modernizing key bases, improving runways, ports, and storage to support rotational U.S. forces. These upgrades respect Philippine sovereignty, while enhancing operational readiness. Projects fall under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, with expanded funding and scope. Modernized facilities will enable faster disaster response and support both security and humanitarian missions. The dual-use approach addresses traditional and non-traditional threats. Improved infrastructure strengthens the logistical backbone of the alliance, reducing response times. The armed forces of the Philippines gain modern bases, advancing their goal of credible, self-reliant defense. This investment turns the alliance into a tangible reality, not just a treaty. Upgraded hubs will support joint training and crisis response. The U.S. commitment is clear, building a stronger, more integrated partnership for future challenges. Both nations are now better prepared to face tomorrow, together. The Philippines' decision was driven by rising coercion in the South China Sea. Harassment of Filipino fishermen and Coast Guard vessels threatened national sovereignty and access to vital resources. Manila recognized the need for a stronger defense, backed by a powerful ally, to deter further encroachment. President Marcos Jr. has adopted a more assertive, law-based foreign policy, upholding the 2016 arbitral ruling against China's expansive claims. Deepening the U.S. alliance adds credible military deterrence to legal and diplomatic efforts. The West Philippine Sea's resources are crucial for economic growth and energy security. The agreement creates a safer environment for economic activity and resource development. Public and defense establishment support for the U.S. alliance remains strong. The government's move reflects broad consensus. Collective security is the best path for a middle power like the Philippines. By embracing the U.S. proposal, Manila is safeguarding its future in a turbulent region. The alliance is now central to the Philippines' national strategy. For the U.S., deepening ties with the Philippines is vital to its Indo-Pacific strategy. The Philippines' location in the first island chain makes it indispensable for regional stability and open sea lanes. A strong Philippines helps secure global trade routes and upholds a rules-based order. The U.S. sees coercion in the South China Sea as a direct challenge and is committed to backing its partners. Strengthening the alliance demonstrates America's credibility and commitment to the region. The partnership is part of a broader network of allies: Japan, Australia, South Korea, creating integrated deterrence. The Philippines is a key node in this network, enabling collective action on shared security challenges. Renewed cooperation also honors a century-old friendship and shared democratic values. The U.S. is investing in a future of peace, stability, and prosperity in Asia. This alliance is about more than strategy. It's about a shared vision for the region. With the agreement in place, action follows. Expect more frequent and complex joint military exercises, expanding the annual Balikatan drills. These will enhance command, maritime security, and amphibious operations, building seamless coordination. The U.S. will accelerate advanced defense transfers, fighter jets, naval vessels, coastal systems, to boost Philippine deterrence. The new joint task force will coordinate operations, secure communications, and oversee infrastructure upgrades. This marks a shift to proactive, integrated alliance management. Beyond the military, cooperation will deepen in cybersecurity, counterterrorism, and humanitarian aid. The partnership is growing stronger across multiple domains. This holistic approach builds resilience and trust. The alliance is being fortified from the ground up for the Indo Pacific's complex security challenges. The future is one of intense collaboration and shared effort. Southeast Asian neighbors have quietly welcomed the stronger U.S.-Philippines alliance. Countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Indonesia see a more capable Philippines as a stabilizing force, even if they avoid public endorsement. Japan and Australia have praised the agreement, viewing it as key to a growing Indo-Pacific security network. Trilateral and quadrilateral partnerships are deepening, creating a more cohesive regional architecture. There's a growing consensus. Collective security is essential for handling South China Sea challenges. Interlocking alliances signal that aggression against one is a concern for many. This network gives smaller nations confidence to defend their rights. Some ASEAN states remain cautious, wary of U.S.-China rivalry and seeking neutrality. They'll benefit from stability but avoid taking sides. The region's response reflects diverse strategic calculations. The alliance is reshaping Southeast Asia's security landscape. China's reaction to the U.S.-Philippines pact has been predictably critical. Beijing opposes stronger U.S. alliances, warning they escalate tensions and undermine regional stability. China sees the enhanced U.S. presence as a direct challenge to its interests and claims in the South China Sea. Expect Beijing to use diplomatic pressure and economic leverage to sway Southeast Asian nations. On the water, China may increase Coast Guard and militia activity to test the new joint patrols. But overt aggression risks pushing neighbors closer to the U.S., a scenario China wants to avoid. Beijing must balance showing strength with avoiding wider conflict or diplomatic isolation. China's long-term goal remains regional preeminence, but the U.S.-Philippines alliance is a major obstacle. The pact empowers a key claimant and reinforces U.S. security in the region. China will closely monitor developments, adjusting its strategies needed. The stakes in the Indo-Pacific have risen. How China responds will shape the region's future stability. The U.S.-Philippines agreement has sweeping implications for the Indo-Pacific. It shifts the regional balance of power, making it harder for any single nation to dominate through coercion. Enhanced Philippine capabilities and security guarantees level the playing field in the South China Sea. The pact serves as a model for other nations seeking to defend their rights through partnerships. It could inspire deeper security cooperation and a more resilient regional network. The alliance reinforces collective security as the best path to peace in an era of great power competition. ASEAN may see a more assertive Philippines, potentially strengthening the bloc's stance on maritime issues. While internal divisions may surface, the region is forced to confront security challenges head-on. This revitalized alliance marks a pivotal moment for Asia. It's a decisive move to uphold a rules-based order and enhance deterrence. The groundwork is laid for a more stable, secure Indo-Pacific. The future is being reshaped, and this partnership is at its center.